Now it is time to print our stamp that we have drawn of our self-portrait. So I've got my stamp in this tray to keep the table clean. I've got my ink rolled out on my ink tray, and my brayer is already loaded with ink. But before I ink, I need to write my name on the paper that I'm going to be printing on. So I'm going to get my piece of paper. This is my printing paper, and I'm going to write my name and class code on my printing paper. Okay. I can put this to the side. I want to keep it clean until it's time to print on. Now I can apply ink to my stamp, and I'll show you how we're going to stamp it onto our paper. So this is a brayer. It's already loaded with ink. That means all of the space has ink on it. But I'm just going to run it through. I don't paint the whole plate, and I don't just roll it all over. I roll it in a straight line. I go up to the top, and then I stop. I put it back down at the bottom, and I roll again, and that allows the brayer to roll all the way around in a circle, and it applies the ink. Now I'm going to use the brayer to roll the ink onto my stamp, and I'm going to do long strokes. Start at the bottom and roll to the top. Get a little bit more ink. Remember, short strokes, top to bottom, and then roll it onto my stamp. Can either now go side to side and just make sure the stamp is fully coated. It looks a little light right here, so I'm going to get a little bit more ink and roll. Just fill that space up with ink. Make sure there's plenty to apply to my paper. Long strokes up and down or side to side for clean lines. Alright, now I'm going to put the ink to the side. Oh man, the roller fell off. Okay. And I have this template here. This template here lets me know where I need to put my stamp. So I'm going to pick up my stamp off of the inking tray and place it right into that square that I have drawn for you. Now this white square is the same size as our paper that we wrote our name on. Okay. So this allows me to know that my stamp's going to be right in the middle of my paper. So when it's time to stamp, I'm going to make sure the side of the paper that is blank is the side that touches my ink. So the side with my name on it is the side that is facing up. I'm going to stand over. Let's move it to the middle. I'm going to stand over and make sure that I line the paper up to match the poster board that's all the way around. And then I'm going to just press lightly with my hands. I like to use this part of my hand that's called the heel. It's really strong, so you can use the heel of your hand to press down on your paper and make sure that everywhere is touching your stamp. And you'll be able to see it coming through the paper, so I know I'm doing a good job of pressing down and making sure that the paper is fully touching the stamp. When I think that I have massaged over the top and everywhere is sticking, then I can peel my printed paper away from my stamp, and there is my print of my stamp.